Hi guys, my name is Yash. I'm ECBA certified business analyst, and today we'll be continuing with our 33rd question of our BA interview series. So let's begin. What if the interviewer asks, how do you gather requirements for a new product or feature? So I'll answer. When gathering requirements for a new product or feature, I follow a structured approach starting with understanding the business goals and objectives to ensure alignment with overall strategy. I then identify key stakeholders such as business users, product owners, and operational teams, and engage with them through techniques like interviews, workshops, and discussions to understand their needs and pain points. Along with this, I perform document analysis and market or competitor research to get a broader perspective. Once the initial inputs are gathered, I analyze and structure the requirements into clear formats like user stories or function specifications and prioritize them based on business values and impact. After that, I validate the requirements with stakeholders through review sessions or walkthroughs to ensure accuracy and alignment before moving forward. In my CraftCart project, I followed a similar approach, starting with identifying issues in the order and payment flow, engaging different stakeholders like customers and sellers, and using techniques like brainstorming and process analysis to gather requirements. These were then structured into user stories and validated to ensure they addressed key problems like payment failures and order inefficiencies. Overall, requirement gathering is an iterative and collaborative process focused on understanding needs, validating them, and aligning them with business goals. So, first of all, I'll give you in my CraftCart basically. In my CraftCart project, I gather requirements by analyzing issues in payment and order processing, discussing pain points with different stakeholders like customers and sellers, and studying existing e-commerce workflows. Based on the finding, I documented requirements for payment retry logic, real-time inventory validation, and smoother checkout processes. These requirements were then structured into user stories and BPMN flows for better clarity and implementation. Requirement gathering is about understanding business needs, collaborating with stakeholders, and converting those needs into clear and actionable requirements. As a BA, when gathering requirements for a new product or feature, I follow a structured and collaborative approach. First, I understand the business goals, the project objectives, and the problem the organization is trying to solve. Then, I identify key stakeholders such as business users, product owners, customers, operation teams, and technical teams. To gather requirements, I use techniques like interviews, workshops, brainstorming sessions, observation, document analysis, and process analysis. So, what do I do after gathering requirements? Once the information is collected, I analyze and organize the requirements, convert them into user stories or functional requirements, prioritize them based on business value, and validate them with stakeholders through walkthroughs or review sessions. I also ensures requirements are clear, feasible, testable, and aligned with business goal. So, in my CraftCart project, I followed a similar approach, starting with identify issues like issues in the order and payment flow, engaging different stakeholders like customers and sellers, and using techniques like brainstorming and process analysis to gather requirements. These were then structured into user stories and validated to ensure that they addressed key problems like payment failures and order inefficiencies. So, As you can see, analyzing issues in payment and order processing, discussing pain points with different stakeholders like customers and sellers, and studying existing e-commerce workflows. So this is what I did in my CraftCart project, and based on the findings I documented requirements for payment retry logic, real-time inventory validation, and smoother checkout processes. Overall, requirements gathering is an iterative and collaborative process focused on understanding needs, validating them, and aligning them with business goals. So, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to convey in this process, because I think the most important thing for me through these videos are is to make you understand what is the perspective of a person who is going for interview, right? Whatever in a BA interview, whatever questions, if these questions come, how would you approach it? It's not you have to just I'm just reading this because it gives you an idea, but at the same time I'm explaining with an example, right? I'm explaining with different uh, in different ways so that you understand the question, you understand what exactly you should answer. Once you have that understanding, then I think it's very easy to just go there and do your best. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from it.